here on behalf of the people of Enugu West. First, I congratulate the President for submission of his first budget in office. One key area that was of great interest to me was to see how the President is going to match his campaign promise on this budget, to see if he is going to match word with action. From the promise the President made during his campaign, he promised to prioritize food security, poverty eradication, growth and job creation, and all that. And when we look at the budget, we are also seeing that the focus, part of the principal focus of this budget is the construction of irrigation infrastructure dams across the country to be able to improve on food production. It means that the first agenda the President put in his campaign promise of food security has already been critically captured in the budget. In the area of poverty alleviation, we also saw from the President's speech, and I can read directly, he said, human capital is the most critical resource for national development. Accordingly, the budget prioritizes human development with particular attention to children, the foundation of our nation. Very important, the children, but human capital development and capacity building is the only way that you can lift people out of poverty. It also shows that the President matched his campaign promises with action on the budget. So I give it a go ahead. The only place I have a challenge is on the assumptions where we based the daily oil production at 1.78 million barrels per day. Currently, we are on it. And we also know that OPEC quota is also at that threshold. However, for the past years or few months before now, I think oil production actually ramped up since the President took over. But we have already seen that we were dangling at 1.3 million barrels per day to 1.5 million barrels per day. So if we go back, it means that we are going to start having deficit on the budget. So my own advice is that we have to, as a matter of urgency, deliberately ensure that our oil production does not decline again. We have duty as members of the Parliament to help the executives to review the PIA, which has become, when we were dancing about the PIA, we thought that after signing of the PIA, Nigerian oil and gas sector will become rosy. But since the implementation of the PIA, bigger problems started. Companies started to leave the country. Even as at today, more international companies are leaving. We have to look at the PIA, especially the fiscal and the regulatory part of it, to be sure that we have a conducive environment for investment to come into the country. That is the only way our assumptions can be met. Mr. President, I am supporting that this bill be read the second time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being optimistic with the entire thing. So it's not rocket science. The whole thing can be reversed. It's sheer determination and the zeal, the political will to do that. And I think the current administration has the political will to turn things around to ensure security and ramp up our production. So the good thing to do is to continue to encourage the government and give government the necessary support that it needs so that we can go to 1.9 or even beyond. So thank you for your optimism. Thank you. Any minority leader? You don't want to speak today? Tomorrow. Okay, Chairman Customs, Jibril Issa Ochocho. Then after you, Chairman Labour will take his report, and then Chairman Senate Service.